Hey there, good evening. I'm in a bunk. Um, there's two things that I wanted to cover simply because of the importance, the critical importance, actually, of I know that I cover timelines. Okay, simply put, 10 people are on a deserted island, or they got a planet all to themselves. All 6 people are running 900 megahertz. Man, they love their energy. They're having a blast. Okay? And they decide they're going to start reproducing what it is that they are because they're running on so much light. They know that whatever children they have, they're going to be running on a lot of light too because those children are going to get a lot of love from their parents. That species is going to thrive. So they build the first community. So as other Star Trekkers come across that planet and go, wow, look at that species, it's thriving, intelligent, creative. Everything that they do with their mind's energy is for the benefit of everybody. My God. That's an evolution of higher consciousness, which is higher intelligence. Because we can measure what they do with their energy, how fast they're going. Okay? You are projecting as a result of the vibration, which is the speed that you're running at, that you're using to create the reality that you are now experiencing and you're thriving. Okay? Your holographic projection system, radio transmitter, waves of perception that come back in a bidirectional way, just like a movie camera. Okay? Now, because these particular beings, because you're in lower creation, okay, they don't have the ability to do that like we do. So guess what they got to resort to? Technology. Where do you think they get it from? Us. So if you never learned how a hologram works to begin with, you're shit out of luck, buddy. Because they use that technology and put something up above your house, or you look up in the sky at night and you're going, wow, look at that. Guess what you do with your consciousness and your energy? It goes down if you're in a state of fear. Wow, look at that. Remember Independence Day? You believe that shit's real. Okay? Just like when you're sitting in a movie theater. No different. Same principle.
Okay, well,
So your consciousness is in the movie. Your consciousness is running that movie because you're experiencing with your consciousness and your energy what is in that movie. How are you reacting to that movie? They measure that. As a matter of fact, they not only measure it in that movie theater, they pull energy out of it.
You never know what's inside that needle.
Just like they do here.
Right?
Just like they do in football stadiums. They're vampires, parasites, energy harvesters. So what they do is they got to get you to believe one thing, which is a lie. Okay?
As a matter of fact,
While they're doing another thing.
I can't figure out freaking who the hell was the idiot.
So what happens is when you get programmed to go in reverse, you believe what is true is actually false. And what is true, okay, isn't what you believe it is. So they realize that because they're using technology that you haven't learned how it works yet as a result of having been programmed through their educational system, so that when they use that technology, you believe it's really happening. They did that with 9/11. The airplanes flying through the buildings.
All the rest of crap, right?
Okay, they demonstrate their holographic technology all over the place. It's all over YouTube channel. Okay, so that's what they're doing. They've been testing that technology in different places. Okay, and one thing that Kim Go-Goon's been talking about on the Speak Project, particularly in the last couple of days, is about how they just may roll out their holographic technology to panic you. Hey, this is really happening. But here's the truth. There really is a lot of ships up there that are on our side.
Took a little while, but I got
Okay?
there. What do you think about that, huh?
This is how we play chess, 5D chess. We have 3D chess players.
Back to where I
Okay?
started at.
So they take advantage of the lack of light, which is the lack of knowledge, because that's what they do with the technology that they get from us
When I first
to
seen
use
that
it
place,
against lower states of consciousness, to use them as sources of energy. And when they're done with them, they kill them all off.
yeah. Now you know.
So that means that the light has to come in here, and in this case, the Indians were here as the teachers, the healers, and the peacekeepers.
I'll rebuke that
So we sort of know how this works,
sick day.
okay? We're back to, you're the holographic projection system. You get to decide how you want to experience the universe, okay? That's why I've suggested many times. Go camping for 3 weeks. Turn all your communications off. Put yourself in 5D vibration. Being with Mama Earth. Plug into her. Right? Let your energy go up.
I gotta get me a new one pretty soon.
Because one thing I learned a long time ago, particularly when people are in a state of fear, okay,
It takes all day
is
to
letting
charge
go
my phone,
of
that's why
control.
I can't let it go down.
it's like not realizing that the cosmos has a natural order to it, in order which to keep itself running so it doesn't burn out of its own light and collapse on itself. Right? What prevents a universe from collapsing on itself, which means losing all its light?
Been there an hour and a half, 2 hours before lights out.
Us. We love our universe. And we have a holographic projection screen with our creative imagination that we do it with, don't we? So the movie that my projector lives in is not the movie they live in, because we have that ability to do that. Right? Right. If you're a human, a Homo sentient sapien, and you have creativity and imagination, then you know that. That's called self-empowerment. Okay? They don't have that ability. We do. That's why they use us to build the things they use against us. That's pretty self-evident. Okay? So with that, I thought that was important, because letting go is also important, which means trying to let go of all the experiences that people have had that relate to abuse, okay? Because the reason that this much light is in here and put a fence around it, because they can't get out of here. So they're going to prey on the American people, actually the whole world, okay? Because people don't know what the truth is. Because they finally realized these guys have been lying to us all the time. So who do you trust? Right? So if you go back and look at the last 40 years, because that's something that I measured, it used to be when I was growing up as a kid in America in the 1950s and 60s, most everybody that I knew that I met, you could trust. If they told you something, chances are it was true. Okay? But what you noticed over time is more and more people, as time went on, were lying, stealing, cheating, murder, incest, disloyalty, being dishonorable. And the next thing you know, you realize that, man, I can't trust any of these people. I'm out of here. Because what do you think happens when everybody doesn't trust each other because they don't have any love for each other, because they don't have any love for themselves? Collapse. And guess what? It was engineered. It was electrically engineered. Because information that runs through your head, okay, is information. And who do you think is controlling that information? They are. How do they do that? Access to your chip. Loaded everybody up with nanotech. You have to find a way to burn it all off by going. You're running a hot lamp. A lot of candle power. Which means keeping your battery lit, recharged. Alkaline. So that's important. I can't stress that enough. I hope that you all have gained something from all this. So have a good night. I love you all. Be good to yourselves.